Welcome to Salento with Love. I'm Davide Mengoli and another beginning. Lillo House. Il pavimento rimane questo, quindi quello proteggo.
Le porte le facciamo bianche, tutto bianco.
Tutto
no?
bianco.
Tutto white. Quindi facciamo la scala, quindi tutta con l'R la facciamo.
Sì.
Ok.
Scala tutta con l'R, la pietra leccese è già pulita, vedi?
Sì,
tutta
sì,
sistemata. Quindi la parte elettrica è terminata. So at Lillo House today, just making plans. The electrician has actually terminated the face of the work. So now that this wall was built, remember this mezzanine floor that really could only be used as a storage, now can be a little bit more than just a storage. So the wall here is giving us space to put an AC unit, which it can be lowered there, so it will be a low AC unit. We can have a glass door here, even if it doesn't go all the way up to the ceiling, because obviously we need to deal with the star-shaped ceiling, but frosted glass door gives you a little bit of privacy. And as you're stepping in, you can have a little shower corner there. Bearing in mind, we are in a very confined and very low. We're probably looking at 6 foot here. By the time you raise the shower a little bit, probably just under 6 foot, but enough to comfortably get into this little corner and have a shower and wash yourself before you go to bed or when you get up. And I think it's fantastic. And so we'll have to just come up with an idea and build a shower tray over here. As I turn around the corner, ta-da, magical. We put a toilet there. We managed to find a way of connecting to the sewer through there, over there, going into the sewer line, coming behind there, going into the toilet. A little hidden space there for the manifold, which is there, and the basin, which is going to be here. Again, not a huge amount of space, but I have a toilet here if I'm going to turn it into a guest bedroom space. I've got a basin, I've got a little shower. So I'm very, very pleased there at Palazzo Lillo. We've managed to find a way of introducing a bathroom into this mezzanine. It's really elevated, really, the value of the property in the future, but also more than anything else has elevated the quality of living in the space. So we now have 3 bathrooms, 1 main bathroom servicing the house, 1 small bathroom servicing the main bedroom, and a small bathroom servicing this mezzanine floor. Actually, we have another one up on the roof. So absolutely fantastic comfort. Thank you for watching my videos, but if you haven't become a subscriber yet, press the subscribe button, leave a comment. We always appreciate your comments. Thank you. Next week things will be starting here again, so it'll be nice to just see where we are. We've managed to build this to allow for a bathroom to be in this mezzanine. All the plumbing is being completed to allow this to happen now. That can be closed with a little bit of screed. Absolutely stunning. Maybe a little sitting area there can be created with a toilet there. But it's incredible to think that when we started, you know, we thought that a lot of the electrical could be recycled, but just to find that we actually had to bring electrical for modernized windows and electrical for new bits, and the door there is being closed, and a new fuse board there is going over there. Wow, the amount of rubble. Yeah, new electrics to handle all of these elements here. It's quite interesting really how all the arteries now that run through the house in a very magical way. Oh, are you still there? That means that you are enjoying our videos. Thank you very much for following the channel. Did you know that every Friday we issue a video called Thank God It's Friday, and you can sit if you join our membership? Do that, and I'll see you every Friday. Everything has been removed, all the rubble. Remember this room up here on the roof terrace where the plumbing has been done, and also this wall has been built. This will accommodate a sliding door that is going to fit there, and great, really ready to go. Also that window has been closed there to allow the shower to be in a dry zone, and the small window has been reopened over there, so perfect for having a little bit of light and natural light inside the bathroom. Plumber is all finished, electrician is all finished, everything has been checked and double checked, so now it's really time to get on with the closing up of all the cuts and bruises that have been created, and ready to go. All the rubble has been removed. Great. Just remember how big this pile of rubble. It's incredible the amount of rubble that gets produced every time. So everything has been removed. Ready to go. I'm so pleased with this project. The opening there for the TV has been done. Fantastic. And plasterers and decorators coming in tomorrow, so we're ready to go. Oh, as one last thing. There was a little lip here between the two floors, which I'm really going to try to eliminate. So in order to do that, I've actually removed the floor of this landing area, because one thing is for sure, we want to keep the landing area with this beautiful marble. So once we remove this last piece, we want the floor to be in line with this and to follow all the way through, and hopefully to follow all the way through in one level. So it looks a bit messy, but hey, it will come together. Here we are. So it was important here to achieve a very nice and flat finish at the end of a project. So in order to do so, the first thing that needed to be done was to ack all the wall and create a key for the new plaster that is going to be applied, and then the mesh. So we've just come upstairs here, and incredible to see how all the wall has been acked off everywhere. And this is to allow for the key of the new plaster to take place properly. You can see that everywhere. Now, in some cases, people, to save quite a little bit of money, what they do, they just close the areas where the pipes or the new conduits have been running through, and they would just plaster those little bits and then sand them down. But I must say, you're always going to see the lines, you're always going to see those wounds, if you want to call them that way, where like this, really, once it gets plastered, everything will be absolutely perfect. In some other areas, the work was a little bit more intense. In this area here, the kitchen is getting ready as well and act. And as you can see, all the joints and the wounds and areas like that, they get closed first, and then the new skim, and then the mesh goes over, and then another skim goes over. So literally you have all these layers making the surface very, very flat. Now in this area where it was so bad, they've literally acked off all the way back to the stone, put the beadings in, almost like you do in a bathroom area, to make sure that the walls are absolutely perfect. And because in this area here, when we finish, you may have some cabinets in here, you may have the laundry room, or actually this is the laundry room. So now you want to make sure that the walls are straight to allow for cabinets and other elements to be mounted perfectly. And this has been done all the way up. So at the moment it looks quite rough, because there is, once you ack it off back to the stone, you really need to put on a huge amount of material to bring it back to a flatness level before you then go onto the flat surface. And same thing, it's happening up here. Now this door was all over, it wasn't straight, it was really badly finished. Well, now they're working on this, bringing it to be straight. And also another thing that I've done, I've got the guy who's making the doors and windows to deliver just the frame of that door over there. So really the guys working, they can make sure that the opening, it's perfect for the frame to fit in before they put the last finish of plaster. So all elements that are very, very important when you are doing a property to make sure that you are a little bit of a step ahead. And so when you get to those finishing, then you don't need to go backwards, but you can actually move forward to the finishing. Buongiorno. Buongiorno. Antonello.
Antonello non c'è più.
No. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
So work is going on here at Lillo and the plastering. Also, I got the maestro here on site this morning starting to take measurements, because it takes months really to build doors and windows. So he's starting now for something that will probably be finished in about 3 to 4 months from today. Episode of Lillo House here at Salento with love. Stay on the channel, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment behind if you have some suggestions. And the most important thing, stay safe wherever you are.